and Valium is widely used today. In fact, it's the number one mind active drug that is used. Um, Neither uh, Librium nor Valium uh, are known for causing um, much harm. They don't cause tardive dyskinesia, um, as far as I'm aware.
So I'm
Uh,
actually going to stop you there for a moment. I was injured and developed akathisia from Ativan, which might have been one of the medications he invented. And so I developed akathisia and tardive dyskinesia, severe, like arguably one of the worst cases some people have ever witnessed. And I eventually switched to Valium and still have akathisia and tardive dyskinesia with the Valium. So there are some reports of benzodiazepines causing it, and if you look into their effect on GABA and dopamine, it sounds like they can deplete dopamine as well, which I could share resources regarding that. So people could Google um, benzodiazepine akathisia. And there's like it doesn't show the specifics of Valium and Librium, but it does show other benzos of reports of people developing akathisia from them. And so, from what I understand, they all pretty much work in this similar ways. It's just the metabolism is slightly different, and the amount of time that they last in the body is slightly different, from what I know so far. So there are reports of benzodiazepines causing akathisia, myself being one of them that's developed the condition, and even Dr. Jordan Peterson, which a lot of people know. Dr. Jordan Peterson developed akathisia from taking as prescribed doses of a benzodiazepine, and that's why he disappeared for 1 to 2 years, maybe even longer. And he fled to Russia and was put into a coma to be treated for his akathisia and to get off the medication because he was struggling so badly at the hospitals in Canada and the U.S. to actually get the treatment he needed. And Michaela Peterson, his daughter, there's an emotional video of her getting really upset about how um, he just needed to get off the meds in his case, and eventually the akathisia went away. So benzodiazepines have been reported to cause akathisia in a lot of people. Anyway, so uh, yeah, so from talking to the Akathisia Alliance for Education and Research, I find it interesting that you so happen to be in the place where the benzodiazepines were invented, although hundreds. Um, the benzos were invented, and I also talked to the Akathisia Alliance on how Regland metoclopramide, as some people might know it as, also causes akathisia, but not only akathisia, tardive dyskinesia. And so it seems like some of the lawsuits that you've been involved in, or a lot of them, were involved in that medication as well. So anyway, I'll let you get back to what you were saying. I just wanted.
sure. Um, and so, with your comments, it is indeed so that Dr. Sondervorst
Uh, Leo,
um,
sorry.
ultimately created, I think, about 140 some different uh, pharmaceutical products that the Hoffman LaRoche company patented and sold. They weren't all mind active drugs. Um, they're what they knew in the kind of testing that's available before a drug gets approved on the market um, did not reveal any extrapyramidal side effects to the Librium or the Valium. But that is uh, the context of drug injuries and drug product liability litigation. Um, Many people do not realize this, but the FDA itself does not test drugs where drug companies are seeking the privilege of putting a drug on the market. The pharmaceutical industry is an industry intended to make a profit.